Welcome back to Latest Cars International, where classic legends meet modern admiration. Today, we dive into one of Chevrolet's most understated yet deeply respected models of the 1950s, the 1957 Chevrolet 150. It's a name that might not ring as many bells as the Bel Air, but make no mistake, this car carries the heart and soul of a golden era in American automotive history. Known for its simplicity, reliability, and adaptability, the 150 may have been designed as a fleet car or a budget-friendly option, but it had the DNA to become a true classic. The first thing to notice about the 1957 Chevrolet 150 is its subtle but purposeful exterior design. It doesn't wear chrome like a fashion statement the way its Bel Air sibling does, but it stands tall with its own identity. The body is clean, linear, and elegantly proportioned. Chevrolet's 1957 models were all redesigned to look longer, lower, and wider, and the 150 embraced this aesthetic in a modest but confident manner. The front end carries the iconic 57 grille with a broad center bar and dual spear-tipped bumper guards. Twin hood ornaments add a dash of flair, even though the 150 was marketed as a more stripped-down model. You still get that unmistakable Chevrolet face, the kind that turns heads at every cruise night and car show today. From the side, the 150 carries a straightforward design. Unlike the Bel Air, it doesn't have the contrasting aluminum side panels or the elaborate trim. Instead, it features body-colored window frames and simpler side moldings, giving it a cleaner and more purposeful look. The wheel arches are subtly flared, and the tail fins, yes, the famous 57 fins, are still present, though less emphasized than in higher trims. The taillights are housed in small, rocket-shaped housings, and the rear bumper features clean, rounded edges with a central indentation to frame the license plate. Even with less chrome and fewer accents, the car manages to look balanced and beautiful. The 150 proves that restraint can be just as powerful as extravagance. Under the hood, the 1957 Chevrolet 150 came with a range of engine options that allowed buyers to tailor performance to their needs and budgets. The base engine was a 235 cubic inch inline-six, producing around 140 horsepower, reliable, smooth, and more than enough for daily use. But the magic really starts when you move up to the V8 options. Chevrolet offered the 265 and 283 cubic inch small block version 8s, with various power levels depending on carburation and camshaft choices. The most potent version was the 283 V8 with Rochester fuel injection, a groundbreaking technology at the time, making the 150 one of the first American cars to offer fuel injection. This engine could deliver up to 283 horsepower, yes, 1 horsepower per cubic inch, which was a huge deal in 1957. With that setup, the 150 could surprise quite a few muscle cars that came a decade later. It's no wonder that many hot rodders and drag racers chose the 150 as their base model. It was lighter than the Bel Air, more affordable, and could accommodate the same powertrains. With manual or automatic transmissions, it offered a level of performance versatility that few cars of the time could match. On the road, the 150 delivers a surprisingly engaging driving experience for a car of its era. The steering is a bit heavy compared to modern standards, but it gives you a real sense of connection to the road. The suspension is tuned for comfort more than handling, but with its relatively low curb weight and solid rear axle, it still feels stable at speed. Drum brakes all around remind you that this is a car from the 1950s, but with proper maintenance, the braking system gets the job done. This is a cruiser, not a canyon carver, but it can hustle when you want it. 2. Step inside the cabin, and the 150 keeps it simple. This was a working man's car, and the interior reflects that. Vinyl seats, minimal trim, and a basic dashboard layout greet the driver. But there's a charm in that simplicity. The steering wheel is large and thin-rimmed, typical of the era, and the gauge cluster is straightforward: speedometer, fuel gauge, and a few warning lights. There's no fancy clock or radio unless the original buyer opted for those extras. But what it lacks in luxury, it makes up for in spaciousness and ease of use. The bench seats offer plenty of room, and visibility is excellent thanks to the large glass surfaces and thin pillars. What's most remarkable about the 1957 Chevrolet 150 today is how it has earned the respect of collectors, restorers, and enthusiasts around the world. Its humble beginnings gave it a blank canvas status, perfect for customization, modification, or restoration to factory spec. Some keep them stock to celebrate their authenticity, while others drop in modern version 8s, disc brakes, and updated suspension to create street machines that honor the past while embracing present-day performance. In a world where the spotlight often shines on the Bel Air and the Nomad, the Chevrolet 150 stands as a quiet champion. It might have been the entry-level model in the lineup, but it shares the same body lines, the same chassis, and the same heart as its more glamorous siblings. Whether you admire it for its role in hot rod history, its honest design, or its raw potential, the 1957 Chevrolet 150 deserves a place in the conversation when talking about true American classics. Thanks for watching Latest Cars International. If you enjoyed this journey into 1950s Chevrolet engineering, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more iconic classics and modern marvels from around the world.